Hi everybody, welcome to Skill Ninja and welcome to Confab with Mehak. I hope all of you have been doing really well. All of you have been waiting for this very interesting confab. So I hope that you all were extremely excited as I am because today's topic is so interesting to all the mothers. We all would love to know how to be a super mom. So today I'm bringing you this very interesting guest speaker who is going to tell us how to be a super mom. I'm sure most of the ladies struggle with motherhood because nobody said motherhood was easy. So today let's find out how to be a super mom and some very interesting motherhood hacks from our guest speaker, Miss Priyanka Vashish, who is an HR, also a public speaker, and she is currently working with us in Skill Ninja as a trainer. So let's invite her and ask her that how to be successful at this very difficult task of motherhood, how to combat all the challenges that we face on daily basis being mothers, also how to teach our children things that we must as mothers because it's our duty. We cannot be strict, we cannot be lenient, because given today's time when everything has become so complicated, it's not as easy as it was in the previous generations, because it was pretty easy, you see, just get them some toys, get them some creative activities, and then keep doing it because there was so much to play, so much to do. But today, children being very focused upon the digital world, all of them just very concentrated upon the gadgets. They either would not leave the phones or the laptops or their iPads or whatever. So this keeps continuing. So let's know from our guest speaker today that how to combat all of this. So our dear speaker is here. And
Can you
hello,
hear
hi.
me? Hello. Thank you so much, Mehak, for having me here. Am I
I
audible?
hope you're yes, you're audible. I hope you're doing well.
Yes, yes. How are you, Mehak, ma'am?
Good, good. So today our guest speaker will tell us how to be a super mom and tell us some very interesting parenting hacks. So let's welcome her, starting with Priyanka. Priyanka, why don't you tell us that let's first start with parenthood. So what exactly is parenthood and what exactly is expected of parenthood? Let's talk about that.
So the name itself says parenting, which is a lifelong journey. So we are nobody to judge, or to make a fact that this is the particular way that we can do parenting, right? So it's all about your experience, your journey, how you cherish it. So let's quickly talk about parenting a little bit, your experience and mine as well. So what I firmly believe is parenting is what flows it like according to according to 5 C's according to me, which is care, connect, contribute, coach, and congratulate. These all C's, if we include,
Interesting. Can you go through that again? The five things of
yeah,
parenthood.
it's care, connect, contribute, congratulate, and coach. So all these 5 C's, including these makes us a super mom, and can believe we can become a super mom. Already we are a super mom. Being a mom is not a small task. So how parenting flows is it's all about an individual, how we are dealing it. But being a mother, very first time we lose ourselves somewhere, intentionally or unintentionally, we feel kind of we are lost. So I'm sure the new mothers might have gone through this phase, as I also experienced this. I'm sure, Mehak ma'am, you have also experienced when you became parent very first time. So because there is no school or no coaching institutes which teaches us to how to become a mother. What we have seen our mothers, grandmothers, and aunties seen, bringing up the kids in our home. So
I
this
think
is
the
how the
difficult part of parenthood because it never comes with rule book, because there is nothing that you know about it, and it's the only process that you learn
right,
one on the children. Because
right, right.
how much you can post about that, no matter how much you can, uh, you know,
Yes.
give it the warnings or teaching. They don't
Yes,
get
exactly.
that
Yes. So,
I get that experience.
right, right. So it is very important to raise yourself before you raise your child. What I understood and what I believe, because you have to keep raising yourself in each and every moment. Whether you're sad, you're happy, you have to be jolly in front of your child, right? So your child always wants to see the best version in yourself. I'm sure. So no child in the world wants, okay, mama, to be sad or something like that. So we try to become a role model. In that journey, we lost ourselves, we lost our somewhere identity, we can say, because some mothers in the world unfortunately forced to stop the work also because of the priorities. We are emotional, and we make our child as a priority. So some left their job intentionally or unintentionally. We can't comment on that. But yes, being a mom, or being a how to become a super mom, we can enhance our journey to on few points, where we can keep in our mind, and we can continue our journey as a great mother, as a great individual. So it is very important to understand what child needs from us. There is emotional bonding, there is family bonding, there is interaction that a child wants, because he wants attention, right? So this is a great journey where we got confused, how and where to give priorities. Obviously child is our full-time priority, but there are a lot of things which we miss in this journey. So to keeping in mind that raising yourself, as I mentioned earlier, it's very important. Focusing on your emotional, physical, mental balance is very important, where we emerge as a strong individual. Then we can raise our child as a champion, as a genius, which every mother father dreams. So Hekman, would you like to share some of your experience in parenting, or maybe as a mother?
Oh yes, I think as mothers, all of us share different experiences, and we all come across very different things on our own journey. My journey was like, it started really early. I was a mother when I was 21, so that's pretty soon. And I was just, I would be very honest. I didn't even know at that point of time whether I wanted a child or how to bring up a child. Most definitely, I did not know. But I would say that as come along, uh, because times have really changed. Because today, girls try to have a certain, achievement in life and then plan on motherhood. For me, it did not happen like that. It came on me suddenly. So I wasn't very well prepared. But
Right,
now
right,
I'm very,
right,
I would say, close to my daughter, which I did not feel at that point of time because I became a mother
right,
soon. I didn't even realize that all of this is happening. And then, all the changes that you go through, the postpartum
right,
changes with your body, with your emotions, with your hormones, with your
right,
surroundings, because, marrying and just, you always expect your husband to give you all the attention, but suddenly that whole shifted towards the child, and it's something a mother's emotions. They're so varied. You can't put them into a category and judge them that this is not
right,
how
right,
it is.
right. This is what we should stop judging ourselves, and we should stop putting expectations burden on us, and we should come out from the trap of satisfaction or dissatisfaction, which is really important. But I know as a human being, this is natural. It comes up and pops up in mother's mind. Oh, I'm doing great for my child or not. Oh, I'm giving 100% or not. Right expectations from right person at a right time is really important. For example, when a newborn child is wakes up every night, so why mother used to wakes up all the time? This happens. So if we spoil our mood, if we do, although we have to do it, so why not bring out the happiness part from you, inside you? You have to do it ultimately. So expecting the right amount of expectations or action from a person at a right time is really important. So it is on us how we deal it, or it is on us how we surround ourselves. So becoming mentally stronger is really a challenge here, because we are going through various things, and a mother is going through various things at that point of time. So I request
Sorry for
whoever.
interrupting, Priyanka. Is there a blower at your end? Because then, because audience cannot hear clearly. There are a lot of
Yes, 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 the fan is on, yeah.
can you just
So I'll
switch
just quickly
away from the
switch.
blower a bit?
So is it audible now? Is it clear now, I hope?
Yeah, I think it's clear. Yeah, it's clear now. Yes.
Okay. My voice, I'm audible now? Clear?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Oh, yes.
So yeah, so the very first secret which I believe is, investing in yourself, investing in right learnings in yourself, where understand your niche, where you want to become and where you hold your expertise. Understanding your niche is really important. If you're good in something, just make it as a habit. Eventually, initially with your child, you can't do your courses or studies, something like, but make that zeal in your heart that okay, I'm good in this, I can be better in this, and fulfilling your dream is really important. So investing and learning at a right time, at a right place, is really important for yourself as a mother, which I believe it makes you stronger from inside, and it makes you feel happy what you do for yourself.
Right. So,
So
as
then
yes, so as Priyanka says, that it's very important that you do not lose yourself, do not forget yourself. Being a mother is very taxing on not only your physical health, also your emotional health. So
yes,
during that, whatever you experience, please do not ignore those feelings. Just thinking that your priority has to be your child. Oh yes, it has to be your priority.
right,
But then do not forget yourself, lose yourself into it, because until you give importance to yourself, you will not be able to give that same importance to your child. Because when you feel very miserable and ignored and maybe, I don't know, very sad and sorrowful, you will not be able to transfer good emotions into your child. So it's very important that we do not mix those two things, and we identify and acknowledge our own emotions, treat them, and then
yes,
cater to the child. Because I tell
right,
you an interesting thing, Priyanka.
yeah,
Mostly I've seen that whenever it's time to feed your baby, dinner time, it's lunch time, whatever, I've seen mothers feeding the child first, and then look, I saw this with my sister. She was, as you know, the job of a mother is so hectic. You see, so she was
right,
tired and worn out, and when it was time to feed the baby, she was herself, this irritable person, and she was hungry herself, and then she was trying to feed the child first, who would, do all the nakras and look here and look there and cow and kutta and whatever, this
right,
is how the children eat, right? So I told her, why don't you try this the other way? I mean, you eat first, make yourself comfortable, and then you're in a good temper. You have the patience because now you're not hungry, you're not irritable. So you will have more patience to feed your child. Who,
right,
whoever
right,
said that the child is supposed to be fed first, also that child who doesn't even understand the concept of hunger, because you're,
right,
monitoring it on a clock and just it's 3 now, time to feed. It's 5, it's time to feed. They don't even
right,
understand hunger. They don't know it's lunchtime, and
right,
you
exactly,
giving to them while you as an adult have been exhausted throughout the day. You have no energy left. You have no inclination left to
right,
put up with the tantrums. So why don't you be easy yourself and then feed the child? And when she started doing that, believe me, it just happened. So then that feeding process was no more a fighting between
right,
the child and
right,
the mother. It became a
yes,
really
yes.
easy one.
So this is what Mehak, these are patterns, these patterns got created and we can't come out, from these patterns. It's very difficult to come out, make yourself out from these patterns. So if we continue this thing, and then, anger, anxiety, depression, and all these things happen, and mother in a stress position. And there's a question, why mothers are always stressed? This is the reason why mothers are always stressed, you know creating an atmosphere for mothers, also for family, is really important, where mothers can hear out, where mothers can speak out, mothers can understand, somebody can feel them. So creating that environment is really important. And nowadays things are changing, and we are entering in a parent equality, equal parenting also is a concept nowadays which people are believing and trusting. And I have seen examples of this. I'm glad that I'm a part of community where I'm seeing uh, equal parenting does exist. But unfortunately also there are people which who don't understand, or maybe the situations are not accurate from them. So mothers are again stressed. So of course it's a task, it's a full-time job where we feel stressed out most of the times. But again, the happiness is all, what we want our kid is to be happy, and a happy kid, a happy mother, or maybe a happy mother, a happy kid, or a happy family. So this is how it goes for me. And what really important is effective communication is also plays a biggest important. We can be hero for our child. I have learned in one of my lessons and classes, there is a rule of hero communication: honesty, empathy, and result and outcome. So whenever we speak with empathy and courtesy with child, it brings out a, 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 a child which is brought by such happy mother, which really works. We have seen workshops where a child is brought up by a stressed mother or a happy mother. It we can see and we can feel the difference. It's not against a mother who is not happy. Of course it's emotional. A mother is not happy, that means she's not happy. It's okay. So again, I will focus on that thing, bring out the trap of dissatisfaction or satisfaction. It's okay to be sad, it's okay to be not well, it's okay to ask for help. It's okay if you're going and asking somebody, please hold my child, I need to eat, the example you have given me. So somewhere we feel shy, what if I'll say like this. So it's all about your mind, personality. You need to create yourself so energetic and so mindfulness that go and ask for help, because you are a priority for yourself. Then only you can take care of your child.
That's so correct.
So
Actually, Priyanka,
yeah.
I would really agree with you on this. I second you that a mother is very hesitant to ask for help, which is not. It is a shared
Mm.
responsibility. Earlier, the concept wasn't very, I would say, you know, in our face. But now I think the couples have understood that this is a couple thing. Like, as much
Right.
as I am the mother, you are a father as well. So,
Right.
if we share the responsibility, it's going to be so much easy on the mother's mental health, emotional health, physical health. All that time she can give to, give positive energy to herself. If she has some time to herself, maybe work on her mental health, her emotional health. So that's very nice. And yes, we must ask for help. This is something which the Indian women need to learn. We do not ask for help. Also, I see mothers, they will not trust anybody with it. तुम खाना
Yeah.
खिला दो, तुम नहीं अच्छा खिलाओगे, मैं ही अच्छा खिला पाऊंगी.
They will don't even bother to cook. If your chapatis are finished, they don't even bother to cook one for themselves, but they can feed entire family. So this
Yeah,
also happens.
I
Yeah.
will my child, I will bathe my child, I will do everything because I will do the best. Of course, you will do the best. That's so true. That we're not arguing about that. But then, what are you doing to yourself? You are taking it up all the time, and it's not possible for even you to do it all the time and everything. This can't be handling. As you said, that being a mother is a full-time job. Being a mother is a full-time job, and plus all the other things, the house chores, your family's, something, the kitchen duties or the other duties. You have to, give your time to them also. Plus
Right.
yourself, you can't be doing everything alone. So please ask for help. I think that's a very good idea. I mean, we must
Yes.
actually ask people, can you look after my child for half an hour? Can you just give me 15 minutes? Those 10 minutes also count because sometimes you just
Right.
have to take a bathroom break and you've been delaying it for like 2 hours because you have nobody to look after your child. That's how complex a
Exactly.
mother's life is.
Yeah. So even in the joint families, where you have helps, where in-laws are staying with you, we just need to stop that noise which is always there in mind. Or what if, just we need to stop that sound which again, makes a question mark for you, because we are the one who are raising questions for ourselves. Why not others will raise the question? So I'm sure it's very challenging. Speaking and telling and sharing experience is very easy, but on the ground, when you're kid, when you're a mother, it's a different picture. But all we can do is we can calm our mind. When calmness is there, clarity is there, you will start writing for yourself, start planning, start organizing, where we lack. Obviously we know how to do it, we know the skills, we have this knowledge, we have to write, we have to organize, we have to manage. But somehow in that noisy situation, we just forget to focus on the positive parts, because it's always noisy, and the mother is frustrated and irritated. So how can she focus on herself? So it is very important to look yourself, update yourself, and keep engaging yourself in some activities. Take along your child, it's okay. uh, 50% you will enjoy, 50% you will take care of, your child, but it's okay. At least you're enjoying, you're coming out from that zone, you know. So it is like, we have to change it for ourselves first. If you can't stand for yourself, you will fall for anything. This is what I believe. So I hope you're agreeing with me, Mehak ma'am, on this point.
Absolutely, and you are saying such amazing. Just a second.
Yeah.
You are saying such amazing things that yes, because many a times after being a mother, you just refrain yourself from going out. You almost cancel all the plans. Do not do that because yes, even if you're enjoying 50%, that 50% is something. I mean,
Right.
rather than just not going out at all, you're just going out for a while. You're enjoying at least 50%. So that's wonderful,
Right.
and we must not compromise on the little things just
Yeah.
because we cannot have the whole of it. So that's very important to realize that when you have a baby, definitely you have to take baby steps along with your
Right.
baby, and it's not going to be like the earlier days you used to go to a movie and like 3 hour binge you're doing. That won't happen very soon. So why
Right.
not go out and just start maybe of course, when the child
Yeah.
grows up, also the child will become friendly and adaptable
Right.
to the environment, to the outside
Absolutely.
world, and will adjust and learn that yeah, this is how we go out, this is how I must behave, this is how I must let my mother do these things. So that's also
Right.
important.
So what happens is, in modern motherhood, we do everything. We take our child out. So somewhere there is a concept which came across ki, this is modern mother. No, uh, if we don't step out with our child, how will he learn? As you mentioned, because in that zone there'll be no scope of learnings for the child, for the mother. If the mother will not step out with the kid or for her own purposes, then how she will learn? Because there is a pattern which occurs, and as I earlier also said, breaking that pattern is really impossible. So then again you're stuck in a zone where you are not valued, where you're fearful of doing this new things and challenges. You can't take new challenges. So again, it is really important to take out yourself out from that zone, along with your children, along with your husband, your family. It's Taking action is important.
Absolutely. There's one more thing, Priyanka, I would like to mention here that this is discussing motherhood. I think we women shame each other too much because, as mothers, you must very frequently hear from another mother saying, oh, you don't cook fresh meals, or you don't give her this for tiffin, or you don't do this for her, or you did not make her join any classes. Okay, let's stop doing that because your life is very different, mine is very different. I might not think that it's very important for my child to learn phonetics at the age of 4. I don't find it very important. I might not
Yeah,
think that my
because
child needs to learn
we
karate.
always forget that every master was a beginner, and every beginner was a failure when the beginner becomes master. So it always starts with failure. So it's all about here.
And then also we must stop comparing. And I need to tell all my audience here and all the mothers that irrespective of whatever you're doing, you might, feel that you're falling short of certain things. But please let me tell you, I being a mother to an adult, my daughter is 18 years old and my son is 13 years old. I've come a long way in motherhood, so I can guarantee you that whatever you're doing is the best because nobody can do better for your child. And even if you feel that there are certain things that you couldn't do, I mean, just guilt is always predominant in our minds as mothers. So just free yourself of the guilt because whatever you're doing the best. There couldn't be another person who could have done better for your children. So please rid yourself of the guilt. You aren't doing enough. You didn't do that well. You didn't do this well. Please stop doing that because your children have their own destiny. They are destined to become a certain way. You can only aid in that. You can't change that. You can aid in good, personality development and aid them in becoming good people. But please do not stress yourself that because your child is a certain way, I did not do enough, and that is how my child is a certain way.
Right, right. That's true. And another trap, another complaint which women have in their mind, and we keeps on listening. Oh, my friend circles have lost, my family's connections have lost. My priorities are my kid and their home. So we are the one who don't understand what are the priority. It's okay. It's if you cannot connect with your friend, it's okay. But there is a time when you can reconnect, rebuild, rewrite your own story. When you can, when you have a time when your child is grown enough, you can leave your child at home, go and meet your friends, talk to your friends. It's very important to have that circle, that bonding, maybe with your in-laws, your mother-in-law, father-in-law. I'm not saying only friends, your
Yeah.
husband, whoever you feel is your somebody who can listen to you, somebody who can give you advices, take you out for outings, shopping. So it's you who's going to take action for yourself. Go and talk to somebody if you are not feeling okay, because in the world nobody is going to talk about your mental health. Nobody is going to come and ask you how you're feeling from here. Everybody can see and judge you from your physical activities, physical appearance. So what you're feeling from inside, you are the responsible for it.
Very
So if
good,
you're not feeling
very good
okay,
thing
if
to
you're not
say
feeling
that.
well,
Yes, please acknowledge that if you're feeling a certain way, do not hide it. If you're feeling a certain way, if you're feeling, restless, if you're feeling uneasy, if you're feeling trapped and claustrophobic sometimes, please go and discuss with people, because don't hesitate to reach out to people, because that's for this, you know, building the cobwebs even more complicated. And Priyanka, I would very much agree on the fact that you said that take out your child yourself, because as a child, as all of us know that कच्ची मिट्टी वाला जो हमने बचपन से हम देखते आए हैं कि बच्चा कच्ची
correct.
का घड़ा है, उसको हम जैसा बनाएंगे वैसा वो बन जाएगा. Taking example from that, I would say these children will very easily adapt, because if I've seen, I mean, like with my own experience, I've seen children whose mothers are working and they take their children to work sometimes or manage work with children. So those children become very independent very soon. They realize and understand that, oh, this is mama's baby, I have to keep quiet. Oh, mama's
Yeah.
baby right now, so I must play my own thing.
Yes,
That's
yes.
how
Mama
the
is on a call. They have to keep quiet. They whisper in your ears and go away.
Yeah, so this is
Yeah.
the right kind of conditioning we need to do to our children. Because if they are boys, they need to learn that mama has her own space, mama has her own work. If they are girls, they need to learn that despite being a mother, my mother did something for herself. It was not that she was hovering over me all the time and being a helicopter parent. Also, being a helicopter parent isn't a very good thing, I would say. It's like completely, I would advise against it. So just let the child be their own, grow them, let them grow independently, and you also do your own thing side by side. I very much, um, I really love. There's this one video from Sadhguru who says that just because you brought up this life, you gave birth to this life, does not mean you are going to dictate it around and tell it how to move and how to sit. That's not what you must do. You brought a life in on this earth. Your duty is only to nourish and condition it, not
Right.
you know hover around it and tell them that, oh, this is wrong, this is you do this, you do that. Not that way. You must tell them that this is wrong and this is right, and let them decide. So I think this is
Absolutely
something
correct.
we need to work on.
Very beautiful lines, I would say. Again, the nourishing is really important. If you can't nourish our brain, then how will nourish ourselves, the human being that we are raising up? So it's very important to nurture your brain, again, with inner wellness, some of your activities which you love to do. So staying happy is the motto right now. If
Yes.
we'll be happy, we feel happy, then we can do anything. We can achieve our dreams, we can focus on ourselves, as we talk. So it's all about, very important to come out from that zone, that particular pattern, because it become more problematic to break that pattern and barriers and boundaries for you. That that then you become in then you emerge yourself into that comfort zone. You get yourself into that comfort. It's very it becomes impossible to come out from that comfort zone. You have a lot of questions in your mind before starting something. Oh no, this will happen. What if if I'll step out? What if I'll take out a job? So all these questions keep coming across, and these questions popping up, we can't take the action and we can't decide what to do. So I believe the women who are watching out there, they understand or they feel, if they relate, they can. The only purpose is just to motivate them, and they understand their importance and what mother is all about. There are a lot of other brains there. Many of the questions are popping up right now, I'm sure. But what we can speak, what we learn, what we experience, what we understand, what we see, and what we look around. So
That was very wonderful.
being happy is good. Yeah.
Yes, Priyanka, very quickly wrapping it up. Let me ask you final question: that how to be a super mom? Like how to be a super mom? Is there a well-said recipe for it, or we can just try and keep doing that?
So it's just it's just about super mom is not a tag or not a category. We It's a lifelong journey that we have to cover up with our kids. It's just believing in yourself, because you believing in the child, who's the child who's raising in front of you. So it's very important to believe in yourself. If you believe in yourself, then you can believe in your child. And just don't think that that, oh, I have to be a role model for my child. You have to be a good human being for your child. You have to be be a person which your child loves, not hates, right? Which your child admires, not appreciate.
Right, that's so
Yes.
true. You could be a very,
Yeah.
interesting, you could be a successful woman, you could be this very distraught woman, but if your child does not have a good relationship with you, it's all a waste. So just try and
Right.
be a human and not a
Right.
good, successful.
Right. So again, the child should have effective communication with family, with friends, with your social. So it's all. अगर बच्चा अच्छे से बात कर रहा है, then it's good for mother. गंदे से बात कर रहा है तो okay, it's fault of our mother. No, that as you mentioned, stop judging. Being a woman, we have to be strong enough to not underestimate and judging other women. So maybe some other person in front of your child. We do it, it happens, it tend to happen in some time, but it's okay. Try to understand that okay, it happens, but how to conquer it, how to deal it, we need to understand. So another thing which I would add here is that take time for yourself. Make yourself priority is the most important thing, and try to stay stress free. Stress happens, it's okay. There are a lot of other ways we can bring out with the changes, with positive changes. So it's okay to be sad, it's okay to be dull, it's okay to be not having a good day someday. So just be good with yourself is the funda. So be proud of yourself, what you're doing, and you're trying your best each and every day.
Yeah. That's so wonderful, Priyanka. It was so lovely talking to you. You
Yeah,
showed
same
me
here.
so many things, and even I am taking back some very wonderful tips that, yeah.
Same here, my
Winding
fam.
up,
Thank you so much for
let's
sharing your
just
experience as
summarize.
well.
Let's just summarize that yes, prioritize yourself, and if you're feeling stressed, please do not hide it, acknowledge it, and talk about it. Also, let your child adapt to your routine rather than adapting to it, because
Yes.
children learn very fast. So if you teach them anything, they would really learn. So there are so many things that you could do. And last but not the least, you are the best mother. Do not ever doubt that. Do not ever live with guilt. Do not take a burden on your head that, oh, I'm not doing enough. That's completely wrong. And every mother is unique in her own way with her child. Why do you think children love their mothers, so much? You, in a crowd of like 100 women, they would run to their mothers. Why? Because you are their favorite human. So, because you're doing the best for them, you know what's best for your child, and you're doing it very well. No matter what others tell you, no matter what anybody tries to convince you otherwise, please do not. And believe that you are doing the best, and do not self doubt, do not live with guilt, do not live with stress, and let your child come up to you for things and be a good and nice guy. So, just winding up with all of that information. I hope the audience really enjoyed. Priyanka, it was so lovely having you, and it was so wonderful having to hear so many, facts that actually I think my audience would love to agree that they must take home and must follow them.
Exactly. Thank
All
you.
right, so wishing you all a very happy weekend. and goodbye. See you all next week. Bye bye, everyone.